Good morning and welcome back to the video. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, the intent is to cover the keys of a successful bulk, and those include staying the course, eating a caloric surplus, along with training with enough volume to facilitate progression overload. But before we jump into this video, we have 5 miles on the schedule. Along the way, we will be listening to the Nick Bear podcast. Let's get to it.
So what does building muscle require? Building muscle requires a stress or a stimulus, and that is on the muscles. That is why we strength train. We have to incorporate some sort of level of strength training, resistance training to build muscle. And we have to apply this stress on a regular and consistent basis and apply progressive overload. That is how we build muscle. That is the concept. We go into the gym, we select a movement, and we put some weight on that exercise or that piece of equipment, and then we perform that movement over and over again. Now, there are certain rep ranges that are more suitable for building muscle as opposed to muscular endurance.
What's up, Sonny?
What's going on, man? Brightest, I don't know what is out there.
It definitely is. He got Sonny back on the vlog. Boy, it's been ages since you've been on here.
No.
But I have been learning EAAs is better than BCAAs.
It's the EAAs
are more essential.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
You can't, ain't no point in taking BCAAs.
Exactly, but I didn't know that.
You need EAAs.
I was listening to a podcast and they were saying like essential amino acids are better than branch chain amino acids.
And then like BCAAs are EAAs.
Which is crazy to me, mind blowing to me. But before we push the conversation forward, I want to introduce my guest, well-known guest on the podcast, Sonny. Some of you may know him, some of you may not know him, but this is my guy right here, Sonny, and our conversation is going to be about building muscle, the top 3 exercises, the top 3 things you can do to build muscle, like a caloric surplus, meal timing, and I always say staying the course, because a lot of people who want to bulk or build muscle, but they'll bulk for like 3 to 4 months, then they'll cut it off. But I feel like it's longevity if you bulk right, bulk correctly.
Yeah, and like, man, it really depends, man. It's like, I mean, like I got friends, they'll do it for like, they think that, first you gotta know what bulking is.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't know what bulking is.
Exactly. A lot of people don't know what it is. That's why I was saying, beginning of the video, we need to talk about caloric surplus, meal timing, because a lot of people feel like a caloric surplus, you just eat.
Yeah.
But granted, you still got to do enough training, enough volume to facilitate progression overload.
Yeah.
So those are 3 things we want to talk about: progression overload to facilitate it with training and volume, caloric surplus, staying the course, meal timing, etc. But what do you want to train?
It's Saturday, man. So, you know, my split is like Monday, chest and back, Tuesday, legs, Wednesday, push, Thursday, back, Friday, legs, and then Saturday, another push.
So we're going to hit a push day. So 4 shoulders or 4 chest, 2 shoulders.
Do 2, maybe 3 shoulders, 3 chests. So what's going on, man? Incline. So we do incline press first, and then military press, and then like the 30-degree incline, and then incline flies. That's it for chest, and then lateral. Oh, then hold up. First thing I do on my push days, lateral raises first.
Lateral raises first.
Then incline press.
Incline press.
And then everything else after that, military press. And then that 30-degree bench press. And then I hit lateral raises again.
So it's a push day for us. I'm following Sonny workout. Make sure you follow Sonny. He's a master at this, man. He's going crazy on Instagram as well. So make sure you follow him.
I ain't gonna lie.
Very consistent.
I ain't gonna lie.
Very consistent. So make sure you follow him. It's going to be a push day. We're going to start off with lateral raises first. Then we're going to jump into like a chest movement.
Yeah, incline.
Incline.
Heavy, man.
Heavy. Progression overload. You hear him facilitating. Training volume, so intensity as well to progression overload. So let's jump into the workout.
Let's get it, man. We put hybrid bread. put hybrid bread to the test to see how hybrid
bread
he
to
is.
the man.
Let's see how hybrid he is. All right, so about caloric surplus. The way I look at it, however you're dieting, your caloric surplus should be the same meals, just more calories or like more protein. So like, example, I eat the same thing every day. So I'm eating ground turkey, chicken and jasmine brown rice. So all I would do was just up the amount of calories of that. It's really simple, you know what I'm saying? I don't snack or nothing like that. So that really simplifies it for me. Just more carbs, more protein, obviously. Always more protein. And maybe more fat. You really gotta learn how to like manipulate it for real, honestly. You gotta really know your body. But in terms of bulking, same meals, just more calories of that meal. So just up the amount of servings, not servings, but the amount of calories of your food. It's simple. Don't change what you eat, just up it.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the morning.
But to piggyback off of Sonny gave some great tips, great knowledge behind it. The only thing I want to say about that is finding your maintenance calories, finding your macros, because if you want to start bulking, you need to know how many calories you are eating, how many calories you are consuming. So I like to start off with knowing how much you weigh, first and foremost, how much you weigh, and you need to take in 1 pound per body weight of protein. So therefore, you can set your protein there, eat your carbs moderately. You can bring it up by 30 or so and keep your fats around 60. Because I'm roughly eating 4,000 to 4,500 worth of calories. Granted, I'm still running. Granted, I'm still trying to build my aerobic base, so therefore I need to keep it up, so therefore I don't drop too much weight, because I have been gaining a little bit of weight, and I have been bulking about 5 months, to be honest, 5 months, and I gained about 10 pounds. The only thing I can say, man, stay consistent, find your maintenance calories, and on top of that, you add 500 on top of that, and keep it simple. Literally keep it simple. If you eating this amount of food every day, every single day, man, it's easy. It's simple. A lot of people like to go above and beyond and figuring like they need this meal, they need that meal, they need to make it extravagant. No, you don't. Keep it simple, man. Stick to the basics. Stay consistent, man. Really stay consistent. And like I said, find your macros, your maintenance, add 500 to that, and you're in a caloric surplus. And please don't do a nasty bulk. I hate that nasty bulk. Like that low quality food like Burger King, Churches, anything of that sort. Please leave that low quality food alone. Keep your food high quality, count your macros, keep your surplus up, bulk steadily, consistent, and you'll gain muscle. Build muscle. Let's get to it.
Soon, I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding.
All right, progressive overload. Let's see. The way I define, and I think me and Brad is kind of on the same page, is your intensity. It's like different variables. Your intensity, your how close you are to failure. I guess that can go with intensity, and just pushing yourself past your limits. So like, if I can consistently get 80s, so let's say I'm doing 4 sets of the 80s, and I'm getting 10 reps. That is 10, and then my last set I'm getting like 9. I'm going up in weight. That next test day I'm going up in weight, and you keep wanting to progress. You keep pushing your stuff like that. So that's kind of how I define progressive overload. Brad had to honestly tell me, because it's like progressive overload. I don't really, I just push myself, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at it like progressive overload. I just push myself. If I can go heavier, I go heavier. I don't take it easy, man. You're not gonna see progress if taking it easy. You go in the gym, I'm gonna take it easy today. I ain't gonna lift as heavy as I can. It's like you wasting your time, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. I know Brad will go more in depth with it, because he's more knowledgeable on that subject. So in other words, let's get it, man.
If my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding.
To piggyback off what Sonny said, everything he was saying is totally true. So the way I feel about progression overload is all about coming in the gym and pushing your limits. Literally pushing your limits, because you know it's the difference between bodybuilding type training and progression overload type training. So the way I like to see it, like the volume and the intensity will facilitate progression overload. So if when you come in and your volume level is like 3 sets, bump it up to 5 sets. Bump the weight up as well and keep your intensity up, keep your RP up. Because if you come in here and just going through the motions, not really pushing yourself, and you currently going through a bulk, it's worthless. It's really worthless. So when you do a bulk, you have to get stronger along with bulking. But if you feel like you just bulking and not getting stronger, therefore your intensity down, your volume is down, and therefore you're not going to get any type of progression overload results. So make sure you come in there with a plan. Like Sonny said, if you're doing 10 reps, 9 reps, or another 9 reps. That's not progression overload. Progression overload is getting the weight for your top set and at least getting the 6 to 8 reps out. Because that's really going to facilitate muscle growth, muscle fillness. It's really going to tear your muscles down, really tear your muscles down. So therefore, really focus on what you're doing. Don't just come in here without a plan. Always plan, always build a foundation, because the bulking is your foundation. Once the foundation is built, therefore you get lean. So make sure you come in here with a plan. Once again, build that foundation, facilitate progression overload. And right now I'm doing 80s, and this is really not my top set. My top set is around 90 pounds or 100 pounds, but I just want to speak to you guys and talk to you guys on progression overload. Let's get it. That's the fuck I'm talking about right there. Progression overload, man. Hybrid Brad.
Staying the course, as Brad says, aka not giving up, staying consistent, understanding that things take time to, grow. Like, you're not gonna come in the gym, or you're not gonna be in the gym for a month and you're gonna see, dramatic progress. You might see a little progress, but understand that, what you're trying to do takes years. Like, especially if you're natural or whatever, you're not gonna wake up and go from 60 dumbbells to 100 dumbbells. They're like, it's just unrealistic. So, like Brad said earlier, it's really a marathon. It ain't a sprint. You know what I'm saying? You almost gotta, like, for myself, I kind of like not care on how long it takes, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still pushing every limit, every boundary. But I understand that to get to the best version of myself, it's gonna take years and years and years, and that's cool. Shit, I mean, I'm here, so I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If you really have a passion for the gym, it's not gonna really, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna matter, but you have an understanding that good things takes time. So I just urge people, man, I get asked a lot of questions and shit like that. Just don't give up, man. You can't really just, give up. You can't just, I ain't making progress, I want to quit type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're just beginning. That's probably the hardest thing. I know Brad is going to touch on body dysmorphia, so I'll let him talk about that. But yeah, just stay consistent, man. Understand that it takes time. It ain't easy. If it was easy, everybody could do it. And let's put this work in, man. Can't avoid the work.
And I'll be running, possessed by a lone low voodoo, fired up like a wolf on the full moon, and we stuck in a la-la land. The tides will turn without us, and I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep.
To piggyback off what Sonny said, you have to stay the course. You really have to stay the course, and with the bulking or trying to build muscle, you just can't get down on yourself if you don't see the progress in the first month or the second month or the third month. The only way you're going to see progress that fast if you're a newbie. You know what I'm saying? A newbie in the gym, because if you're a newbie, that means your muscle is growing at a rapid rate. That means your energy level is through the roof, your intensity, your volume, mainly because you are so happy to be in the gym. So therefore, you're going to grow lean tissue at a quicker rate. But if you like a vet meaning, you know, a veteran in the gym, if you go to the gym consistent, it's gonna be harder to build that lean tissue. And when you bulk, you have to deal with body dysmorphia. I can't even lie to you guys right now, I do deal with body dysmorphia whenever I'm bulking, which I am bulking at the moment. So therefore, I'm gaining a little weight on my abdominal area because I'm used to seeing abs, but this right here is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Once again, it's a marathon. So therefore, you have to be able to get a little fluffy, to get a little bigger, but don't get as big, because some people get big and they get sloppy. So when I say count your macros, therefore you can really look at how much you are eating. So therefore you want to go over that threshold. And like Sonny said, man, it's a marathon. You have to believe in yourself. You just can't quit. If you look at it in my way, if you quit too early, it's gonna hurt. You see what I'm saying? If you quit too early, you're gonna hurt. If you continue to push and quit soon as you get to the door, it's gonna hurt. It's always that very little small moment, like that little small moment when you quit, and tomorrow can be your day. A few seconds can be your day. A few minutes can be your day. So therefore, please don't quit. Continue to push. Remember, man, please remember, stay the course. You're gonna get a body dysmorphia. You're gonna get fluffy. So stay the course. Believe in yourself. Keep going. Let's get it.
Honey, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it, and I don't need to speak a single word.
Woo! Hybrid Brad, bitch ass nigga. Hopefully you guys enjoy all those tips that me and Sonny gave you guys. Progression overload. We also talk about meal timing, body dysmorphia. What else we talk about?
Not giving up, you know what I'm saying? What else we did?
Not giving up is the main thing, to be honest. Not giving up is the main thing, because a lot of people can start a process and they always want to end it when it get hard. We all know it's going to get hard, but if you continue to push, it's going to get easier. And always remember, if you're a newbie in the gym, you're going to grow quicker, you're going to gain more lean muscle mass. But if you're a vet in the gym, it's going to take a little bit longer and a lot more hard work to get that lean muscle you want, the muscle fullness, just to get that general bigger look. And like me and Sonny said, once again, you need to focus on your volume, focus on your intensity, so therefore it facilitate progression overload. Don't come in here without a plan. That's the main thing. Come in here with a plan. If you need a trainer, please look forward to getting a trainer. But if you feel like you have a good enough knowledge and you can do it on your own and start on your own, do that. And as you progress, like Sonny said before, he had put it on his Instagram before, it's a lot of information out there, but it's up to you to pick the right information, because it's a swimming pool or ocean full of nonsense information. So make sure you choose wisely. I'm being honest with you guys. Choose wisely with the information you take in, because it's so much information. You consume what you need to consume. If you don't need to consume it, don't consume it. You got anything else to say?
I say, like I tell my home, man, fall down the rabbit hole of information, man.
Exactly.
And I mean, like, get a trainer, but you can also do the homework yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's what I did, you know. I watched thousands and thousands of videos, and after a while, like once you get so many months, weeks, years into the gym, you start to dissect like what's BS and what's not.
Exactly.
Like
how you want your body to look. That's how I started off. You always gonna start off by being on social media and really trying to figure out what type of body you want. You have to look at your genetic base, because I'm tall and I'm lean, so therefore I'm gonna look at somebody who's tall like me, leaner like me. Sonny, on the other hand, he's gonna look at somebody who's wide as him, bigger chest, bigger traps, things of that nature. So therefore, that's how you gotta look, and that's how you gotta compare. Don't compare stealing your joy or losing your joy. It's all about comparing to get better. Don't get lost in that. Please don't get lost in that. And I think the biggest thing me and Sonny can give you guys, keep it simple, man.
Keep it simple, man.
Please keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Even if you are comparing yourself, just know know how to use that as like fuel to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't get satisfied or whatever. Just keep going, man. You know, like Brad, I want to talk about the bulking and the body dysmorphia. It's something everybody has. You know what I'm saying? You just got to understand. You know, it's a process. Think about it. I like to think about it like if you was in college, you're not just gonna quit until your freshman year because you ain't learning nothing. Because you're not gonna learn nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep going. And even when you get out of college, you know what I'm saying? You get you get a job, whatever your degree was. You're not gonna know with everything your first day. You know what I'm saying? You still got to learn. It's like bro science, and then you got experience science. I just made that up or whatever. Experience. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like will overtake the science, because sometimes science or like the factual based thing can be a certain way, but then the experience will lead you another way. So
I agree with him, and I always say it's not science if you can't prove it. But me and Sonny will catch you in the next one. Follow him on all his social media, 803 Sonny. He got about 3,000 pages. So follow my boy, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I don't know about the movie.
What's called the firm out?
I don't know.
Bro, it's
I mean, yes, we
in the
can.
Bible. It's in the Bible.
What book?
The Bible.
What book? I'm saying what book?
The firm out that God created around.
I'm saying what book though?
What book?
Paul's, you know, Jobs.
Bible. I don't know.
That's why I said what book. I'm reading it right now. What book? So I can skip to it.
Look it up. It's in there. I don't know. John 8, verse 10, chapter 4.
Man, the fool, man.
I'm going to church tomorrow, Brad.